Hi, it's December 18th, 2024. I'm a lucky man, and I'm here to have an entry for James's video diary. Today went relatively well. I got up on noon and got moving, and I managed to get my package from Amazon for a trucking job. I think I got one, but it's going to start at the beginning of the year. I'm grateful for all my subscribers, my watchers and viewers. Today I've been having a little thoughts about family lore, things that have happened. About my grandfather, me, parallels, things that he did that I didn't, and how that affected the family. I've talked to several people, some of them well-meaning, wanting to help me solve the problem in some of the most violent ways possible. I'm glad I didn't. Some of them would just require the order. Some of them would have helped and participated in the activity. And my dad, he's not much of a man. He had been one. He'd done more for his son. He'd have done it in a way that he'd penalized his wife for her part. If that meant divorce, he should have. Should have done the right thing. Instead, he backed his wife, who made shitty decisions based on emotional considerations, not logical. And she left everyone else with the bill, just like my baby mama. I decided to make bad choices, but I don't get any of the bad consequences. My baby mama deserves to be in prison. Not permanently, but enough to have the kid yanked out and have an open discussion about the situation. Because society today, at least in the U.S., is ruled by a bunch of people that are emotional. I feel like I should be right, so I'm automatically right. Can't do that. You got to have good reason why you're right. That's why I'm single. Despite having the offer, I'm not going to be playing to someone else's emotional state and have to cover for their intentional stupidity, their willful, emotional hostage taking. Over the last 20, almost 30 years, I've been having the same problem. 98% of the women available to me have the same thought. It's only about the next 10 minutes. It's not about 10 years from now, 20. It's not about, are you going to cover it? Are you going to piss me off so badly that I end up doing something regrettable, unforgivable, in the eyes of myself and in the eyes of God? I'm single because I want to make goddamn sure that when I go, I'm not going to be playing host to emotional sabotage and emotional hostage taking. Well, I decided I'm right. You did this in my dream, so you got to make up for it. Bullshit. I don't have no control of what happens in your dreams. If you can't answer simple questions like, why are you here? After shitting on me for 3 years, why are you here? What do you actually want? So if you can't speak it into life, I'm not going to play mind reader and be penalized for getting it wrong when I make it goddamn absolutely sure. Positive, you know exactly what you're getting into. You know exactly what the expectations are. And do I do things that go back to lead into more things? Yes. It's like dating. You don't generally have one date and that's the end of your relationship. If you want to have a long-term relationship, that's just not how that works. You're going to have to date a couple of times. Family lore again. My mother has seen what good in bed looks like and doesn't know what the signs are. I know I'm good in bed. I know what the signs are. I know what the aftermath on the sheet looks like. My mother doesn't. She's seen it, but she doesn't know what good in bed looks like. She doesn't know what good in bed is. I do quality over quantity. I could offer 50 women, just like I did in Gladwin. There's almost 60 women in that bar that night. All of them the most likely to succeed. None of them left with me. Did anyone step across the aisle and say, the rules have changed because there are 60 of us and one of him? If I really want him, I'm going to step across the aisle. I am going to make the effort more than just standing up and being dressed and present. The rules have changed. It'd be like going to the bar, knowing that I don't drink. What's the first thing you do? Become an asinine bitch, Jessica. Then you can't figure out why I don't want to be with you. Fuck, if I got to cover for assholes and deal with a stupid person who's intentionally doing this to themselves and creating drama for the sake of drama, life does that enough on its own, man. I don't need to help it along. And I'm lucky because I'm strong enough to walk away. There hasn't been a woman I haven't been strong enough to walk away from, including my parents, including my toolbox that I had to pay almost $50,000, and I had to pay that 3 times over because I had to deal with people lying to me, cheating me, stealing from me, paying for their emotional sabotage and hostage taking. I had to be an angry man. I'm no longer an angry man. I'm a regretful man. I understand my grandfather's methods and his reasons. And I know I don't respect my father. I think he's a piece of shit. He could have, would have, should have been a father, not a drunk in a bottle. He'd have grandchildren right now and great-grandchildren. Instead, he'd rather be in a bottle. Instead, he'd rather be wallowing in a pig pen of drama created by my mother. For no other reason than it amuses her. I hope you're happy, Gayla. I hope you're happy that your son will piss on your grave. Might piss on your funeral if I attend. Roy, I think less of you, Roy Jr., than you think of your dad, Roy Sr. At least your dad was man enough to try and clean up his own mess. He was successful on the first trip, not successful on the second. I'm not saying I didn't benefit from his loss. And the family lore that you have questions about, I'm absolutely certain because of the experiences of my life. I'm not an alcoholic. I could have been. Sarah Amicala from Boise for not making a phone call, for not building a relationship with me, to ritualize you 30 years ago. You easily could have done it. It would have seemed like child's play and simple and easy. It would have come It would have come all but naturally to you. I want the simple things in life. Because if I can't build the simple things, there's no fucking way I'm possible. I'm going to build the complex things. Just like my family, my daughter, grandkids, from what I've heard. Before I drop contact, I'm not the evil man. I'm not always wrong, and I don't lie to people. Anybody around me for 10 seconds or more would know that. One of the things that most people like about me, because you see what you get. If you need answers, I probably can get them for you. I'm pretty good about that. But when I need something and it's your turn and you can't do it, or you shit on me, then you wonder why it turns bad for you. Hey man, do it right the first fucking time. You won't have to, well, I'm automatically forgiven. No, you're not. Not for me, at least. You want to be with me, you're going to have to say I'm sorry. You can't say I'm sorry. You can't tell me I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I came here because of you. I dropped my boyfriend because I realized I made a mistake, and I'm sorry. Can't do that. You say, well, what do you want me to do? Because I feel responsible. You don't be responsible for me. You're responsible for you. Don't be responsible for making promises to try and cover someone else's misdeeds. You'll never make up for it. Be like saving people's lives. You know, how can I repay you? Just smile at me. Because if I go down that road, I'm going to end up making an indentured servitude, and that's against the rules. You want to do it with me, you're going to have to step up. It's going to be advanced relationship building. It's going to mean that I'm going to put the effort in to go the extra mile to begin with, because I already know enough to know that of the 6 women I've had sex with, 5 of which have come back to me after they fucked up. Look, man, 5 out of 6 isn't a bad ratio. Considering I've had hundreds offered, but they only want the next 10 minutes. They're not interested in the next 10 years. They're not interested in helping lay the foundations for $1 million businesses, which I've been offered. The offers are notwithstanding that years ago, but I'm a natural leader. It just falls into place around me. But when I need something and you can't cover your end of the bargain, Donna Burkett, you said you'd choose me and you didn't. You chose your son. Your son was an adult. We were in the same position. He needed to get out and I needed to get in. Because I was in the same position, I needed to get out. But you wouldn't choose me. You didn't force him to be a man. Now, he's gay. He's as queer as a $2 bill, man. His behavior says queer as a $2 bill. Not a bad deal. Just I didn't like him chasing me with a damn butcher knife. 6'10". Now, granted, I was in shape I'm in. I managed to outrun and taunt the motherfucker. Make a big fucking scene. Draw it to a head to make goddamn sure, hey, look, this is going to happen. You need to get your ass out and be a man. Step up. Donna, you need to step up and be a mother. Do the right thing as a parent. Not because it feels good for you. Because it's the right thing for the kid. I did right by Thomas. Best I could. But at the point, he's never wrong and I'm always wrong. And I'm supposed to be taking control. No, that's fucking wrong. That's absolutely fucking wrong, Donna. That's why I think you lied to me. That's my basis for it. That's why I could never go near you. I cannot have a liar in my midst. Hey, you fuck up dinner, that happens. Hey, you fuck up dinner, I fuck up dinner. I misjudge a project. At a renovation project, I run into a snag that I didn't anticipate. You know, that shit happens. That's life. I mean, that's not lying. That's, you didn't know till you dug in. But given what you know, this is what you come up with. And I put the effort in. I will go the extra mile. I'll do it as a matter of course. Because I don't want to have to do this 75 fucking times, beat on people because they're stupid. Have to talk to hitmen again. I don't want to do that. I don't want that in my family. I don't want that in my life. I want a long-term, ongoing, premeditated sexual monogamy that's based on love and our company. Body'd be great. I mean, a beautiful body would be, I mean, it's a plus. It really is. But it's not the only thing. It's not the basis of a relationship, man. Shiny and blue. It's not the basis of a relationship. You can't do that, man. You do that, your body will change. You will get older. You will sag. You'll have to have surgery to alter things. Shit could happen. You could be in a car wreck and end up losing a limb. And if your body's the answer, your body changed. The deal changed. I could lose limbs. For people I love and care about, I will walk into hell. I will go in with a smile, knowing that I'm not going to come out okay. I know that when it comes time for them to do the same, they can't. They won't. It's time for them to man up. They can't. That's why I had to walk away from almost $50,000 paid for in cash tools. I've had to turn down $1 million opportunities to be an auto mechanic owning a shop. I've had to turn down $1 million opportunities. Frank, there in Roscommon at the McDonald's before he sold it. Sold his franchise chain. It's like Lear. Would I work for Tim Minnick if I got to go back to Lear? I'd work for Tim Minnick, hell high water, the second coming of Christ. On his vacation, they created a lot of hostile work environment, including the plant manager and HR knew and refused to do anything. Now, my guess is because my production numbers with the autistic kid was hard to work with. Till you got him, you figured out how to train him to get him into the point where he could make that groove. He could make it in the groove. You do that, it's a little bit hard. You have to walk him through 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It's not because he's being a dick. It's because that's just the way he learns. You know, I'm not afraid of doing the work. But when I need something, it's not a matter of, well, you got the time? Do it. You probably will find out you enjoy it. Even creepier. It might be the basis for my connection to reality. It's a check in balance. It's stable. It's part of the reason I started this channel. Started as a diary dump. Now it's just a diary. I need advice, a grounding like I had when I was a kid. I was all World War II and Korea vets. They were all retired. They taught me all kinds of things about plumbing and pipe fitting and electrical. In conjunction with my dad, the contractor, who taught me a lot. For a technical education teacher, he would be great. But as a man, for family, not very raw. He's a poor excuse. And I can't be one because I have to keep dealing with the consequences of the answers that other people get. And they deal with it. I wanted to smoke weed. I wanted to watch cat videos rather than cook your food. Then I wanted to bitch about what you cooked. You know? I don't want to do the job. But I want all the good stuff to come from the job. When it would have taken me 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes. And that's all I do all fucking day. I can't bother. Keep straight the things that I know you buy for yourself. Because you do some of the dirtiest work in the world. And that shit sticks to you. If you have a problem, comment, or concern, please put it in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing it. Subscribe, great. If you don't, it's okay. Like the video if you like it. Till the next one. Have a good one.